I want to talk about something that doesn't get talked about quite often. And what I want to talk about is playing with sin. We as Christians are not to play with sin as if it's a toy. We are to see it as life and death. Jesus spoke on hell. Jesus spoke on the direness of running away from sin. He says, "It is better to enter life maimed than to enter hell with all your body parts or with all your members." So he says, if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off, right? And he says, for it is better for you to enter life maimed than to enter the pit of hell, the fire of hell, to suffer the fire of hell and have all your members. So Jesus is really explaining the direness of one running away from sin, turning from sin, and holding on to him, and not playing with sin as if it's a toy. We as Christians aren't to play or mess with sin as if it's a toy. We are to see it as life and death. I repeat it again. And I want to bring up a parable supporting this belief concerning seeing sin as life and death. A lot of people see it as a toy. And this is the parable. You had the man and he found a bear. But he found it when it was a little cub. And he had compassion on that bear. So he took the bear and he started feeding that bear a bunch of food. At first it was milk, then it was pebbles of food, then it was little portions of meat, and then next thing you know, the bear keeps on growing and growing and growing in size. And when the bear keeps on growing in size, it needs bigger portions. So then the time comes where the man's giving him complete deers to eat, and you see the bear growing massively into a giant grizzly. And next thing you know, the man gives the bear all the food. The bear doesn't eat. Then he puts even more food down in front of the bear. The bear doesn't eat it. It's not enough. And next thing you know, the bear eats the man. Because that man was all that the bear needed and wanted all along. And you see, that bear symbolizes sin. And the food symbolizes us giving our time and our devotion to such sin. So when you feed sin, when you play with sin, when you nurture sin, when you nourish sin, then it starts growing and it becomes dominant. And this is what we don't want. Because as soon as sin reaches this point, it will consume you. And it will not end until it has your life. Until it has the hold on your life. So we as Christians need to, as soon as we see that bear, as soon as we see the cub trying to entice us, the sin looks cute. The baby bear cub looks cute, but it will kill us. So sin is very enticing and it looks cute and it flatters our ears, but it leads to death. And that's why we need to run away from it. And we need to kill that bear so that it doesn't grow. We need to